it's Fiona from Weekly Sewing Bee, and today I just want to make a neck-a-cheif. I know, how lazy is that? Yeah, so what I've got here is a single layer of cloth, and then I've folded it over like this. And then depending on the size of my dog, I am going to go along and then cut. But what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to parallel that up and then cut. So, and this line here also depends on the size of the collar. So for a dog like Fred, I'm going to need probably twice that and probably twice that. So I've got my fabric and I've folded it to a 45-degree angle. I know that I need at least this much for a healthy neck-a-cheif for Fred, and then to get round his collar I need a good 3 inches. Yeah, it's really thick, maybe even 4, because his collar's an inch thick, and then I need a hem allowance. So I've cut a parallel to the original fold, and then I am going to cut 90 degrees. So not terrible, but bad enough really, isn't it? You know, because we all loved maths. Alright, I have my sewing machine, I have my contrasting thread, and I have it all set up so that I know it's going to work fine. Folded it over once, folded it over twice. I'm going to do this bit first. And this is just the hemming down the side. So, it's like the point of the neck-a-cheif. And I'm just folding that over. Make sure it's nice and tidy, and I'm going to start sewing. Yeah, I sew a bit fast, sorry about that. I think I like making a noise. Now before I get to the end, what I'm going to do is I'm going to fold this up again, and I'm going to fold that up again, and I'm going to just make sure that's tucked in. I can always tuck it in a bit more with needle, and then just sew to the end. So come round again, and there we are. I just get it over the thick bit of material because it hasn't got enough of the teeth to grip in, so I'm just assisting it by giving it a little push with my hand, and then away I go. So the collar next. Now these bits here do need to be seamed, but I wouldn't do twice round, I'd just do once round. I just think that it would just have too much cloth, so I'm just going to do one line of stitches just to keep it tidy, and that's not necessary, you know, that's just, I want it there. Oh, I've got an extra bit. And then I'm going to go over again on the other corner so that the bit that's turned in for the collar to go through doesn't catch and just looks really tidy. Okay, so that's that. Now, if there was a difficult bit in this sew, which I don't think there is, this next bit's the difficult bit. What I need to do is I need to fold it over slightly more than is necessary, and then I need to fold it over a tiny amount. Now it's really up to you. Do you want to just run a load of stitches along there and then fold it over, because that's acceptable, although I think it would look neater if I do it all in one hit. So I've got the cloth and I've folded it over a little bit more and then tucked the excess in. So there we are. All I need to do now is to do a line of stitches along the bottom. You can use pins, it's not a competition. Yes, It's yeah, when you're picking your fabric, I've chosen a nice cotton, and it's a lot easier to sew because it sort of stays where you put it. Some of the shinier cloth, a bit more exciting. So there we are, a nice little neck-a-cheif to go on the back of a collar. Thread the collar through there, and then there we are. Now what I'll do is I'll get this on the pictures so that you can see it when I do the thumbnail for the video. But I'll switch off the camera now, and thank you so much for watching. Hopefully I'll catch you again soon. My name's Fiona from Weekly Sewing Bee.